All right, I'm going to give you my opinion about Indian workers, employing Indian workers, and why it is not a very pleasant experience. I'll share with you the challenges, I'll share with you the problems, and yes, I would say the biggest issue that is dealing with their mentality. Okay, now obviously many of you would say that I'm an Indian hater, or some who are new to my channel would say I'm a racist, though I'm an Indian passport holder. Others would just say that you just speak on bad things. Why don't you focus on good things? And then I would get people who would say, what about Sundar Pichai? Or what about Satya Nadella? What about Ajay Banga? What about Indra Nui? Okay. We are talking of people who have reached the top, the creme de la creme, the 0.0001% of the world. Let's focus on the majority. Okay. Now there are a lot of nuances that the majority have. Like for example, if I were to say, if you follow the Pareto principle, 80-20, the majority are average. Okay. The majority are never exceptional. Like if you see a classroom, how many people get the first rank? Only one. How many get the top 10? Top 10 marks? The 10%. Okay. So then, you know, we have an 80% that is average. And if you divide the 80%, you would get blocks of 20, 20, 20, you know, the ones who are a little bit higher, lower, really bad, horrible. Okay. So I'm going to speak to you on this 80%, the majority, not the worst, not the best, but the ones sandwiched in between. Okay, and you can tell me if I'm right or wrong. Now, first things first, understand this much that Indians, they have their Indian background. They come from India. They live in India. They have the Indian belief systems. So when you're taking someone from India who has been born and raised as an Indian, studied as an Indian, education of an Indian, interactions with Indians, he will think like an Indian. And India is not a very easy place to live. It's survival of the fittest. That is why I challenge a lot of people. You think you're tough. If you really think you're tough, survive in a place like Mumbai, survive in a place like Delhi in India. If you can survive there, you can survive anywhere in the world. In fact, many parents tell me their children are so amazing, so gifted, so talented. I simply tell them, my open challenge to you, put your child for a couple of months with no assistance in Mumbai, okay, in Delhi, then I'll agree. If they can survive without your assistance, they are the man or they are the woman. 99.999% they say, no, 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 I have been with them. We have to give them step by step. Okay, so you understand what I'm saying. So India is a very tough place. It's a dog eat dog world. It's survival of the fittest, which is where it comes to the next point, that when you get an Indian with that mentality, with that upbringing, joining your organization, he doesn't look at you as someone who he can trust. He doesn't look at you as someone who is nice. He doesn't look at you as someone who is his well-wisher. He will look at you with suspicion. It's like, just imagine someone who has been betrayed and stabbed and hurt and made fun of and mocked. Do you think that coming from such a hostile environment, he's going to put his guard down and say, I love you, and is going to be your best friend? No. He's going to come there with that same attitude, and he's going to look at you as, how can I take advantage of you? How can I make the maximum benefit? It's more like, when you get into a business deal with an Indian, it's never win-win. It is always lose-win. I will win if you lose. That's a mentality. And they don't mind going for, when push comes to shove, lose-lose. It's that bad. They always believe that in order for them to win, you have to lose. Okay? So, do not, my biggest piece of advice or rebuke would be, please do not use a Western template when dealing with Indian employees, okay, Indian workers. Uh, do not treat them like equal. Like, they have in United States or in the West, they have address with the first name. No need to call me sir, madam. We can sit and eat on the same table. Open door policy. You do that with Indians, you are inviting trouble. If you start telling him, don't call me sir, call me by my first name, he will treat you like shit. He will feel in his mind unconsciously, this guy is not superior, he's not better. He is not only same like me, he just got lucky. He got lucky where he is. I can be better than him. I'm smarter than him. And that is what almost all Indians always think. They always think they are the smartest in the world. They know everything. They are the expert. And if you want evidence of this, just have a video, upload it on social media on your opinion on anything related to India. It can be politics, it can be the country, anything. You will get hammered, butchered, blasted, bloodied, completely decimated in the comment section just because you have a different opinion. Try politics, try religion. And here's a funny thing. Most of them who will be busy attacking you, they will not only attack you, they'll attack you, your family, your integrity, your values, things that matter to you. They'll go as dirty as possible. And then if you question their profile, you question their credibility, you question their credentials, their background, they'll never tell you because it's a matter of shame. They're not even at your level, but they feel they're better than you. You get so many in my group, sometimes in my WhatsApp groups, I have two of them which are uncensored. You can say whatever you like. There are these people who will school you. Even if you are a CEO of a company, even if you're a multi-millionaire, they will treat you like shit. They'll make you regret the day you're born. But little do these people know that this guy who's attacking them is actually 18 years old, is actually living with his mom and dad, is actually unemployed, is actually a bum, is actually earning less than a basic minimum wage. Many of them who lecture other people, they will earn per month what you earn in 1 hour or one day. It is that bad. But they are the experts in world economy, in personal branding, in politics, in monetary, fiscal policy, everything. Even some of them never have gone to the gym. They will tell you the secrets of bodybuilding, powerlifting, and biohacking. Okay. So never treat them equal. Treat them the way they should be treated. How they were treated in their organization, in their country, treat them the same way. Like my mother used to say, or my grandmother, you give them a finger, they'll take the whole hand. Okay, that's one. The second one is the guys who give you sob stories, the guys who give you pity parties, or the guys who, please kiss your ass. The day you give them what they want, they will change their colors. The day you're no longer in a position of power, they will not only backstab you, it's like, the lion. There's this theory that the lion, the most powerful, strongest one in the pack, commands the respect. But the day his claws and his teeth are no longer sharp, the day his body fails him, the day he's old, the other lions will get together and they will kill him. They will injure him and they leave him out to die, and then the next one takes charge. This is exactly how our Indians are, and then it'll continue the same way. So, if an Indian tries to take your help or be sweet to you or ask you for favors, and if you give them what they want, the minute their stomach is full, they have no use for you. That is why many girls, when they tell me, this guy loves me, he can't breathe without me, he can't live without me, or this girl, she's crying. I have had ex-girlfriends who literally caught my feet and said, I can't live without you, I love you, I die for you, blah, 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 whatever. Who is this come? Somebody's come. Okay. The day I gave them what they want, the day I lowered my guard and, was nice to them, biggest mistake I made. So be very, very careful when you're dealing with these individuals, okay? Somebody has come here. I don't know who. Anyway. All right. Okay. The next one is, And be mentally prepared. Those very same people who act like they're placid, who act like they're weak, who act like they're sensitive, who act like they need your help, please help me. If you say no to them, be ready for a backlash like you never expected before. Why? Because they consider it your duty to help them. And if you don't help them, they are going to get back at you. They will take their pound of revenge. Okay. Another thing is avoid being overly nice to these guys. Avoid being overly friendly. Don't put your guard down. Don't let them be too close. Always keep a distance. And if you see a small discrepancy in their behavior, like before they would always call you sir and talk to you with respect, but all of a sudden it's like they start calling you mister. That means there's a change. And if one day by mistake they call you by the name, immediately address that issue. Why? Because he is trying to slowly get from finger, he's trying to get more, get more, get more. Soon he'll grab everything. And I'll tell you, they will wait for a chance to not only prove that they're better than you, they would want to destroy you. Expect to be backstabbed very frequently, especially with these people. You can give them your life, you can give them your property, you can give them your wealth, you can give them everything that you have. They will still want more. The one very commonality is it's always us against you. Okay? So they'll never consider you part of them. Politics, they love to play politics. They love to divide and rule. They love to complain and bitch about. They love to have two faces, like what they show you versus what they do. They love to have double standards. The rules that they give you is different from the rules they have for themselves. They will always ask you, but they'll never return things. They'll always demand, but they'll never give. And sometimes to mislead you, they will work very hard, very, very hard. They'll be exceptionally sweet with you. They'll be very nice. These are the biggest snakes. Why? Because they're giving you something that is so unbelievable. You'll think like, wow, he's so sweet, he's so nice, he's so caring. They want something from you. It's always the snakes who are so enticing. They're the ones who are the most poisonous. Okay? And always keep in mind, if you give an Indian worker, before you're giving him 10, you give him 15, then you have to continue giving him at 15. If from 15 you lower it to 14, even though you gave him 10, now you bought it from 15 to 14, he will complain, bitch about, groan. He will not like it one bit. He'll be like, I deserve 15. Come on. I'm expecting 16. And one final bit I'll give you. It's always the ones who are the sweetest in talking, sweetest in behaving, sweetest in friendship or during good times. They're there with you. You feel like, oh, they will die for me. These are the very ones who will be responsible for your destruction. Okay? And remember, their strength is always in numbers. So the more you're dealing with them, the more problematic it gets. I can definitely tell you that I've had good experiences with Indians, not that it's all bad, but the majority has been bad. So just be careful. Be very careful when dealing with Indians. They are a very strange lot. They are a very tough lot. They only think me, my, I, survival of the fittest. They are born and raised in a very, I don't know, for lack of a better word, very backward or rather hostile environment. They carry forward this everywhere they go. And don't think you can put an international template, a global template where everyone's equal and nice on them. You are badly mistaken and you will regret it. That's all I want to leave you with. You can tell me if I'm right or wrong. And yeah, they'll expect the sun, moon, and stars from you, but they'll give you subpar, substandard service or return on investment. And yeah, always keep in mind, a snake is a snake. No matter how much love you give it, when the snake becomes big, It will bite you. It's its normal tendency. Or like a tiger, you nurture and take care of a tiger. When it becomes big, it becomes a flesh-eating animal. It will eat you up alive. So if you mentor and train someone in your business, 99.99% he will be your competitor and he would want to destroy you. He would want to take over your business and you'll regret the day that you even accepted him into your life. That's all I have to say. You let me know if you agree or disagree with me. I would love to hear your thoughts. Feel free. And yeah, one bonus point: jealousy, envy, and gossip never ends. Especially the backstabbing. I think I've said enough. Feel free, comment down below. This is me signing off. I'd love to hear what you have to say or read. Yeah, take care.